in case you do get this, remember Jada, auntytateana too, however you pronounce that. I don't mean no disrespect. Like, there's no, I've already pre-promoted you before I started watching on YouTube. So, I've already pre-promoted you if necessary. And so I'm going to do whatever to get that information out. I don't, I don't have followers. They say do the hashtags, I don't have, what I'm saying? So I have no monetary anything on anything and don't plan to. So, remember, no single consciousness can be calling all the shots. No homogenized single consciousness can be calling all the shots, nor can a single consciousness, retain all the truth, owns the truth, I say. And so no single homogenized single consciousness can own the truth. Just like the inventions, they were similar inventions have occurred throughout history. They were like in the ether. I mean, like that's what's happened with like inventions. Several similar inventions would occur very similar times throughout our little human history, because it must have been in the ether. But I know that's not what you're saying. But I've already drawn people to you to get for the information, not because of you, like you said, you don't care. So no one should be copying your move your face out of the frame and just use whatever. I'm just saying, just like, can we just please not worry about that whatsoever? Money isn't real, so there'd be no reason to care where someone gets the truth from. The point is, get the truth out there. And yes, it does seem like it has to be stitched together now, doesn't it? It does. That's what apparently life reveals to you, that it has to be stitched together. And so I'm just gonna say this, is like, because what I noticed in your 3 presentations is no flaw of the lands beyond the ice wall. The first 4 presentations, I would say, is that some striking things. Like first thing, like with Thoth, it's like, yeah, he talks about whatever he says about the 6 chakras, but yeah, that's not true. But refer to David Maggi. David Maggi, affirmative, huh? David Maggi basically claims that all chakras are unnatural and were created to extract from the heart as the energy from the heart recycled back to itself. I'll repeat that all chakras are kind of like unnecessary and unnatural and are kind of nefarious. Besides the heart, they're all they're just they're a means to try to recycle what's returning to the heart on its way back to the heart, and therefore they're all kind of unnecessary and unnatural in a sense. That is a very high probability. So, whatever Thoth might know in all this, I'm just adding information, stitching it together, and there's no. That's why I added the comment about I'm gonna probably keep saying, and I get that from David Maggi too. Creator and creation are tied together in infinite feedback loop. And probably why I keep repeating it is because I'm not quite sure the dynamics of that or what that means. But I noticed, in my lifetime, giving all the power and authority and responsibility, and it's about responsibility to a force, to something that's outside myself, has accomplished none of my goals here on earth. None. All my rules still being broken. Nothing that I know of has changed. Putting that power, that responsibility outside myself. Now, having that responsibility within myself, I don't seem to be effective either. I can't see. I'm not reaping the benefits, or where the realm isn't reaping the benefits of that perspective either. At least I have not seen the evidence of it. And what I mean is, me, it's not the power dynamic of it, of the God thing. It's the responsibility. Do not thwart, or do not thwart your response. Do not lay that responsibility upon any other consciousness. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as a power perspective dynamic, whatever. It's like I'm not gonna. I have no right to whatever part of the collective consciousness, godness per se, aspect I have, to lay that responsibility upon another. That's where I came from after living a life of inherently doing that, being raised under blood cult religion to just automatically give that authority and responsibility to another consciousness. But consider that about the chakras, like they're all really unnatural, and a manipulation of our human body system is that it's an attempt to recycle from the heart as the on its way back to the heart. Okay, that's just consideration. And notice what she's saying about like, since we're not the nefarious forces, we're not the controlling forces. They are very specific to the Anunnaki and the custodians, which, even though our bodies cannot penetrate through to the celestial lands, like our essence does, there's something our source essence actually can, but not maintain these fragile little bodies. That's very relevant. So please listen to her. Please, anyone that would choose, if you have some reason following me, wow, you would, I have no idea. Maybe that's why, to connect you to someone and some information you truly need and can be useful for our species. Jada, auntytateana, or something, Janie, whatever, you know the name.